Good morning and welcome back to Michigan Marksman. Today on the channel we're going to start a series that I think you'll all be very interested in checking out. We're going to do some testing on ballistic body armor, starting with soft armor and then working our way up to some different levels of steel body armor, obviously within reason. A lot of this stuff is pretty expensive and I probably would not be able to afford it, so that's why I'm going to be using the 6x6 size plates just to have sort of a reference. Obviously it's not a full body 10 by 12 or whatever size they have, so we're going to be testing out on these small 6x6 sizes because they're relatively cheap and I'm not really worried about if I destroy them or not. So just for the soft armor test, it's IIIA rated up to 44 Magnum. Obviously I don't have a 44 Magnum, so I'm going to be using our typical pistol rounds we use during our tests, as well as 5.56 and 223. I didn't bring the shotgun out today because I would assume it's going to destroy this pretty badly, so we're going to save that one for when I have some of the steel panels on our tests. So let's start out. So this plate is a Nexstar brand. VISM is the brand of this size, so it's pretty durable, I would think. It's going to stop your normal rounds that you're going to experience when you're out and about, like 9mm, anything around that size. It's rated up to 44 Magnum, so obviously it stops quite a bit. So we're going to see what we can do with a 45 ACP, 9mm, and the AR rounds. Let's get to shooting. Alright, as I said, here's the rounds we're going to be shooting. We're going to be shooting some 22, 9mm, 45 ACP, 223 Remington, and 5.56 green tip NATO. I don't think it's going to stop these two AR rounds. We'll see if any of these can get through. I don't think they will though. So let's get out there and start shooting, starting with 22. Alright, up first we got 22 caliber out of my Ruger 1022 with the Archangel stock from I think this Pro Mag is the brand. So let's take a shot at the target, at the ballistic panel, and see what happens. Alright, I heard the target ping, so I'm kind of surprised that might have made it through. Let's go take a look at it on the table over there. Alright, so we hit dead center in there. I can kind of feel what feels like lead right there. There was nothing out the back from what I could tell, just where it made contact with steel. It kind of wrapped up all the plate and whatnot, but I did not see any exit holes in it, and I can feel like lead right about right there. So I'm guessing it stopped that. Obviously once we finish the test we'll open it up and see what we have in there, but I believe it stopped it. Let's step it up to 9mm. Alright, it appears that 22 was stopped by that plate. Let's step it up to 9mm on my Glock 17. So let's take a shot. Let's hope it can stop it, but this might be a short video if it doesn't stop it. That flew everywhere. Let's go take a look. So I hit the top corner of it, and as you can see it bolted out, but I think it skimmed over the top of that. I don't see any lead in there. I don't see any lead in there, so I think it may have skipped over it. I'm gonna take a shotgun and see if we can hit it more center, maybe over here somewhere. Let's try it again. Alright, test number shot 2 with 9mm. I kind of missed a little bit up to the left. Let's try it again. Alright, this time I hit a little bit better on more of the plate. I didn't see anything out the back here, so I'm guessing we stopped it. Obviously it ripped it up because it's impacting steel, but I didn't feel any holes or anything, so I'm guessing it stopped it. Obviously with soft armor like this you're not getting any spalling, so you're not ripping any of that lead out the bottom, but when we get done here we're going to open up and see what we got. But I think we stopped it, so. Alright, I believe both 22 and 9mm got stopped. We're going to obviously open that plate up once we get done to see if we stopped any of that. Well, up next, we got 45 ACP out of my Glock 21. Let's take a shot. Let's hope it doesn't throw it into the woods. It just about did, though. Let's go find that. Alright, very interesting results on the 45 ACP. We definitely stopped it, as you can see there. Nothing made it through. That's a big bulge, though. That might hurt a little bit if you're wearing it. It ripped it right out of the plastic covering. So, a lot of power knocked it right out of there. I guess that's why they say 45 ACP is God's caliber, you know, 2 world wars. But, yeah, that did a lot of damage. So let's test out the AR rounds and see if it stops it. I don't think it's going to, but let's see. Alright, it appears it stopped all the pistol caliber rounds and 22. So let's step it up to 223 Remington on my AR. So, I don't think it's going to stop this, but let's see if we can be surprised today. Yeah, without a doubt, that zipped right through that. I hit right down here with the 223, and see, there's a hole right out the back. I don't think it even slowed it down a little bit. It pushed it out a little bit, but it zipped. I don't really think there is any stopping that. All right, let's try green tip to see what happens, but I think we're gonna get the same result, roughly. All right, 223 Remington didn't even slow down here. Let's try 5.56 NATO green tip. I don't think it's gonna stop it either, so let's take a shot. Yeah, that didn't even stop that. So yeah, here's where we hit with 5.56 green tip. Yeah, it didn't even stop that. You can see that's a big hole in it. It zipped right through. Yeah, there was no really stopping that at all. So, all right, I dug through the plate a little bit more to find lead. Obviously, this is pretty good still. I'm kind of surprised. I did kind of hate on it a little bit, but caught some of the rounds. I'm not really sure what any of these are. They all kind of look like 22. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, I'm guessing this is 22. This is definitely 22. I guess this could be 9mm. It's jacketed. I was using lead ones for can you even see that? I was using lead for the 22, so I'm guessing this is part of the 9mm round. Kind of looks like that copper jacket, but yeah, it didn't hold up that great still though. But obviously you got some layers left, but I wouldn't trust it for more than 2 or 3 rounds, honestly. Alright, all in all, interesting results from the test today. It stopped the rounds I have that it should. Obviously, it didn't hold up very well after a couple more rounds of 22. Started ripping apart and whatnot, but obviously that was quite messy and you saw it, but I wouldn't want to be wearing that. I would obviously, even though it's lighter than steel, I would probably elect to go with some steel side panels if you're wearing body armor. That soft armor only stops so much, and a couple hits and it's probably not stopping anything anymore. Obviously it doesn't stop rifle rounds at all, and anything over 44 Magnum, so I wouldn't say that would not be ideal at all. But it stopped the rounds it should, so I'll give it that. For being a $35 side panel, it's you get what you pay for, honestly. But good results from the test today. So up next, we're going to be testing out some steel coated body armor. I think it's from Caliber Armor. I think it's a level IIIA plus. We'll have to check that come that video, but it should stop quite a few rounds. Obviously the shotgun's going to be back out for that one. I think it's going to be able to stop that. It should stop, I think, the 223 Remington. I don't know about green tip. It's going to be a little on the edge on that one, so we're going to test that out next time out. So as always, please subscribe, hit that like button. Michigan Marksman, we do a lot of fun gun stuff here. We always try to keep it interesting for you folks watching out there, so check back to the next video. Just keep blasting.